Learning about how humans should treat each other correctly is called character education. Though humanity has skills, they have yet to learn character education. Some Koreans go to the United States to study, and when asked what they studied while in the US, they say that they learned how to speak English. This means that they learn how to speak another language, but not to receive an education. So then, what is the purpose of learning English? Shouldn't you be able to have a good conversation with Americans? You can truly have a conversation when you have an understanding of the other person. Some people know how to speak English, but do not know how to carry a conversation. A conversation is like a blooming flower, and conversing with our relations is no different. Yielding a flower in life is like having a conversation. If you have a good conversation, then heaven will bless you. So if you want to run a meditation center, then you need to ask yourself what kind of meditation center you can run that will benefit society in the future. You need to understand that heaven will give you power only if you do something that will benefit society. This is how it will be in the future. So you need to plan something that will benefit society and help people far and wide. If that plan has a valid purpose in society, then that's where God will give power. Grand nature has given you power up to now to grow. But in the post-era, grand nature gives power to those who carry out and take action. The post-era began in 2013, and the previous era ended on December 22, 2012, the winter solstice. That is why people talked about the end of the world around that time. When the previous era ended, those who didn't know any better interpreted it as the end of the world, when in actuality it was just the end of the previous era. So what kind of time period was the previous era? It was a time period to learn what was deficient, the age of accomplishing everything society needed, and the era of acquiring all knowledge. It was a period when humans needed all these things to evolve. That is why the end of the previous era marked the end of human evolution and the start of the post-era period of action. We are now in the post-era. So after acquiring everything and completing the evolution, is the earth going to end? That is absurd. If you have acquired everything on earth, then it's time to take action. With all the knowledge in the world, how are you going to realize your life in the world? So this is the time period we are living in. When you live your life righteously, then it will be a joyous period, a period of having respect, a period of having admiration. Joy occurs when you have benefited someone in front of you and they respect you. You are joyful because they respect you. This is different from just feeling good. There is a difference in energy between feeling good and having joy. So let me give you an example of feeling good. Let's say that someone gives you a diamond the size of this cup. Have you ever seen a diamond this big? If you receive a diamond this big, you will like it very much. Some people will even say that they are happy. That is not the case. This feeling is just one of feeling good or liking something. Whether it is the act of receiving a diamond, some other physical gift, or just being nice, they all produce a good feeling. You like it so much when you first get a diamond that you have a huge smile. That is how much you like receiving a diamond of this size, especially for women. So let's say that about a month later, she receives another diamond of the same size from her darling. Next time, she says, "Oh," before she had a huge smile. Now it's, "Oh, it's the same diamond, like the last time." The good feeling is not as strong as the first time. Another month passes by, and she gets another diamond of the same size. She will ask, Where are you getting these
그만큼 좋은
diamonds?
게 아니에요. 이제
The
이게
good
똑같은
feeling is
걸
not there
가져왔다.
anymore as she is not impressed with
네
getting the
번째
same size
가져오니까
diamond.
이게 어디서
When
자꾸
she gets a
나는데
fourth
이제
diamond, she
좋은
asks
게
again,
아니에요. 지금
where
이게
do you keep
뭔가가
getting these? The diamond is no longer
요거
producing
좋은
that
거는
good feeling anymore.
흡수하고 나면 더
When you
좋은 거를
have
줄 때
absorbed something good,
또
the
올라가는
energy
거고.
goes up only if the
이것이
next thing is better.
자꾸 그걸 자꾸
If you
주면
keep
이제는
getting the same thing,
일반적인
then it becomes a commonplace.
물질도 그렇고
People are
근데
confusing
우리가
feeling good and
즐거워하고
things that generate
즐거운 거하고를,
joy.
기쁜 거하고를 착각을 하고 있단 말이죠. 되게
It is
좋은
a matter of liking something very much and liking something just a little
이런
bit.
거지. 그럼 되게
So
좋은 것보다
something in
더욱이는
higher
미칠 정도로
intensity than liking something very much is when you are crazy about something.
행복이라고 자꾸 설명을
Many
하는데
people think that is
행복은
what
말이죠.
happiness is.
즐겁고
But
기쁘고
the
행복은
energy of
올라갔다
joy,
내려오는 법이에요.
happiness, and bliss can only go up and do not come
또
down.
여기서 쌓여가지고
It
또
builds up and
이러면
stays there
즐거움이
and
돼요.
goes higher from there. This is joy.
즐거움이 올라가서
When the energy of joy
요만 쌓이고
accumulates this
그다음부터
much,
올라가는 게
then the next level is
기쁨이고,
happiness, then the next
기쁨이
and the
올라가면
last
그
level
다음에
is
올라가는 게
bliss.
마지막에 행복이 와요. 그러면 어떻게
Then
하면
what
내가
can you do
즐거울까?
to have joy?
상대한테
You have
존중받을 때
joy
즐거워.
when you are respected by others.
상대한테 존중받을 때
You are respected by
상대한테
others
존중을
when you treat them
받는다라는 것은
correctly
상대한테
and are
내가
helpful.
다른 행위를 해가지고 도움을 줬기 때문에. 그러면 존중받는
Only then will you be
존중받는
respected.
삶을 살면
If you live a
나는
life of
절대
respect,
어려워지는 법이
you will
없어.
never face hardship.
사람이 나를
When
존중하기
people start to
시작하면
respect you,
나는
then
절대
you will
어려움을
never
가지려
face
않는다.
hardship.
내려가지
You will not descend.
여기서 존경을
What would
받으면
happen
어떻게 되는
if you are admired?
내가
You
인생을
can give
다
everything you
주고도
have in the
하나도
world and you will not have any
사람한테
regrets.
존경받고 살면
Once you
내
are
인생
admired by
성공이기
others, you have led a
세상의
successful
무엇보다도
life,
아까운 길.
and therefore you can give everything in the world and still don't feel bad.
사람들이 내한테
Why?
존경을
Because people
그러니까
admire you.
존경받는 사람들이 지금 대기업
People,
총수라든지
like heads of corporations and
정신적인
organizations
지도자라든지
and spiritual leaders,
조직의
wish to be
장이라든지
admired,
이런 사람들은
but they are not.
존경을 받는 것이 소원인데 이게 안 돼. 왜?
Why? Because they have not done anything truly helpful to their followers, and as such, nobody respects them.
그래서 지금 다 무너지고
That is why
준비야.
organizations are getting ready to fail.
요런 게.
So, if you are planning to start a meditation center,
명상센터를
think
하려고
about what
그러면
type of people your
어떤
center is going to serve
훌륭한
and what
명상센터를
kind of
할까?
energy you
나는
possess.
어떠한 질량의 소유자일까? 그러면 내
As a holder of
소유자로서의
certain
내가
energy level,
평온한
you can operate a meditation center for that level and below.
명상센터를 해야 돼. 왜 그러냐?
Why is that?
내가 질량이
If your energy
내
and
영혼의
spiritual
질량,
level
사람이
is
내가
at
같은
this
질량이
certain level,
요만한
you
사람이
can't manage
너보다
someone
이런
whose
사람을
energy level is
키우면
higher.
지금 좌우할 수가 없어요. 내 밑에
You can
사람을
only
좌우할 수
manage someone whose energy is lower than you.
요런 명상센터를
This is
하는데
the type of meditation center you can operate.
되고 내가 좀
If
질량이
you
더
study and
갖춰가지고,
acquire more energy,
내가
then you
공부를
can
해서
help
좀
everyone
갖추면
below the
요만큼
new
되면
level.
요 밑에까지 내가 이끌어 줄 수 있어요. 명상의 기운도
You can pull in
같이 나눌 수
energy
있고,
and share the
공유해 줄 수도
meditative
있고,
energy.
요런 걸 같이 나눌 수
You can
있고,
share the energy you
여기는
have
내가
accumulated
이만큼 갖춘 걸
and
갖고
use it for
교육도
education
시키고,
as
교육도
well.
시켜줄 수 있고. 교육의
The amount of
질량만큼
help people receive by your
내한테
accumulated
사람들이
energy
와서
and
이걸
education will lead
도움을 받아야
further
되는데
to
이게
meditation.
명상까지 연결되는 거예요. 이런 거지. 나는 그냥
Let's say that your
이게
total accumulation of knowledge is inadequate, so the energy level is weak, and you opened a meditation center.
오면 어떤 사람이 오느냐면
People will come, so what kind of people will
지식의
come?
질량은 약해도
There are people whose knowledge accumulation is weak, but still have beautiful
이걸
looks.
뭐라고 이야기하냐?
People with beautiful
미모가
looks
좋은
open
사람.
up a meditation center
사람들이
and bring in
명상센터를
many
다
clients
해보고
of
다
high
해보니까
stature.
엄청난 사람들이 와요. 질량 있는 사람들이. 그 시간을 지나면서
When
이제
time
보니까
passes by
이런
and the
사람들한테
clients are
큰 도움이
not
안
getting
되는
the help
거예요.
they need,
근데 너를
they will
이용만
use
하고
you for a
떠나는
bit and then leave.
이런 거예요?
This is why people with good energy and good looks need to build up more energy within them.
그래서 이게 한국에서
There is a saying in Korea, 미인 박복, which means beautiful people have bad luck.
짜면서
This means that beautiful people end up crying over hardship in the end.
젊었을 때는 인기
They were
있는데
popular when they were young, so they meet high quality people. If they themselves don't have high quality energy to offer, then they will end up being mistreated. That is why they end up crying in the end. If you do not have high quality energy, then you can't be beneficial to others. You are treated well due to your beautiful looks, but it only lasts briefly. It will not last long. Your abilities are important. Humans need to have abilities. Only then will you be treated well and be able to do all things. I will teach you everything about meditation study in the future. We can study about meditation in time as you continue to study and develop yourself. After you have studied and developed yourself, then you can open a center and be helpful to many people. Then many people will come.